So I just bought this Cub Cadet RZT 50, probably I don't know, 10, 15 years old or something. Bought it for $500. The only problem with it was this bolt that connects the PTO clutch onto the shaft of the motor snapped. Some guy had drilled it out, right? Drilled out the shaft to get the bolt out, and then now the hole is too big for the threads, so it won't go in there well. I thought this would be a good opportunity to see if we can use JB Weld to keep this bolt up in there, right? Sort of act like some new threads, or even grind out a little bit from the bolt so it's got more bite on there. It actually came with a new PTO clutch too. This one right here. I think I'm going to put the new one in. I don't know if I want to use the old one, but yeah, point being, slap this back in there, and hopefully the JB Weld will hold. What we're going to do is go ahead and clean off everything, get all the grease off everything, and then mix up some of this JB Weld to put up in there. I'm going to go ahead and give you a view so you can see what we're looking at.
So what you would do, pop this PTO clutch in, and it's electronic to where it'll actuate, and then it's electronic where it'll actuate, and then the blades will kick on, right? Yeah, so this goes on just like that, right? A little bit higher up. So this goes on just like that, and then this bolt would come up in there and lock it in place. Problem is, you can see the threads. Let me see if I can show you in there. It's all been drilled out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some carb cleaner. I'm gonna go ahead and get some carb cleaner in there, and then see if we can get all that grease off, and then get this JB Weld to make a quick fix on this mower. I figured I can easily sell it for, you know, maybe $750 or even $1,000 if clean it up to the right buyer. So, well, but I really want to keep it. You know, it's a great mower. Anyone who's owned these Cub Cadets has nothing but good things to say. So let's go and see if we can fix it. What we're going to do is just pack it to the fullest extent in there, see how much we can fit. Have it. I'm going to try to line it up with this here because I can get a clamp on there and to make that look beautiful. There we go. See, now it's in between here where it's not going to go anywhere. Let's go ahead and get a wood block to keep it up there. Okay, something like that. Now, let's get our bolt, and I'm going to go ahead and rub this on here to see if there's any loose particulate or anything like that. Keep it from settling on there. Okay, now let's just shove this up there and see how high we can get it. Way in there all right, for sure. Get rid of all the air spaces and everything, just as tight as you can muster right up in there. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and throw something right here to keep that pressure. Channel locks here, and I lock the PTO clutch onto a piece of metal, and then we have the bolt being forced up as hard as it can be against inside of that shaft with this crowbar kind of contraption I made. So I'm going to let that sit for a little while, and then we're going to go ahead and start that up and see how it does. I'm really curious, you know. I hope it doesn't fly off and make a mess of everything, but no way to be certain.
Okay, so I had the genius revelation of, rather than using this stupid factory bolt, if I have a tap that's threaded for 1/2 inch, just buy a 1/2 inch bolt. So it's 3.5 inch. What I can actually do, so it only goes up so far with the JB Weld, right? And then it goes into the actual shaft. What I'm going to do is tap it further. So this is the bigger bolt, you see, where I can get a little bit extra threads and, you know, get some actual metal in there too. And right now, I mean, that's already holding fantastic. But let's go ahead and thread that a little bit more. Let's tap that a little bit more, get more threads, able to get a bite, and I think that will be absolutely, positively perfect. I think we won't have any problems with this ever again. So let's go and get up in there. I'm gonna make sure not to ruin the threads that are already in there. Let's see, it goes slow here. Try to get as straight as possible. Go and get it to what it was, as far up in there as I can. Let's let it scream. Here we go, Houston. We have liftoff.
Go to my neighbor's yard next door and help me mow.
What? Hold on.